Hello everybody and welcome to some Paladins. Now, did you ever wonder what would happen if you took Smite, Overwatch, and TF2 and smushed them all together? Well, you don't need to worry anymore because Hi-Rez have got you covered. Now, they just entered a closed beta from what I can tell. And, I heard that the game went through a lot of variations during its alpha and beta stages. It's changed a lot. But I think Overwatch TF2 character FPS is a pretty valid comparison at this point. The twist, though, is that you can customize your character with these loadouts. You get some cards, and each one gives you a different sort of bonus. Then you can adjust how potent each one is, things like that. And you also get a mount out of combat. Plus, there's some other little things like being out of combat for a certain amount of time starts your health to regenerate. They have a Smite's VGS system. And the mode we're playing today is Siege, which is basically just control point and payload smushed together.
4, 3, 2.
Control point opens up on the map. You gotta be the first team to capture it. I'm going in the wrong direction. And if you cap it, then you get a payload cart to push. That was good. So juking is very important. This guy will die. Yeah. Also, whenever you die, instead of dropping ammo like in TF2, you drop a health pack. Like Overwatch, ammo is infinite.
Defend the objective.
Overall, I like it. It's using a lot of ideas, but I think the package is, pretty functional. Like some things where you stick a bunch of ideas together and they don't mesh very well. Pick these up or I'm gonna die. There we go. Ow. Even though I picked up that health pack, but whatever. Drogoz is my boy. He's basically the Pharah / soldier of this game. Yeah. And his ult is like a really long dash. It's kind of hard to steer, but if you hit it, it's an instant kill. So now, because they kept the point, they get 2 points. And if we can stop them from pushing the payload, then we get to deny them points. I think we get like 1 point from or something like that.
Now you see my bite. Behold the dragon's fury!
There we go. Thanks, Fernando. Ow. That's Grover from Smite. They figured, oh, let's stick him in there. Stick him in the game, why not? Now, well, I may be pretty good at this game because I, played Overwatch and I played TF2, so I know the basics of it. It's still pretty early in the game's lifespan, so people not knowing what they're doing is to be expected. It's like inevitable. I'll fire a little glob of mucus, and if I hit it with a rocket, it explodes. And then if it just hits somebody, it makes them more vulnerable to damage, and also does some damage over time.
Enemy killing spree.
Yeah. Now, one issue with this game I have noticed is that a lot of the characters have way too much effect on the game. Especially the McCree equivalent and the generic soldier guy. Anyone who can do a lot of damage.
30 seconds remaining.
Forgetting I have self-damage. Because I'm OP doesn't mean I can't. Yeah, I can do all this by my lonesome.
10, 9, 8, 7,
You're in overtime though. So that successful defense got us 1 point. Their captain's point got them 2 points, and if they had successfully gotten the card through, that would have been however many points, I forget. And the first team did 9 points win. So it's basically just an excuse to have a lot of payload matches smushed together. The standard payload mode is just, you know, just 1 round payload, so it's, I feel like it goes really, really fast. Too fast. Kind of like Overwatch sometimes.
2, 1.
Titanic.
There you are. Alright guys, I'm gonna flank you, don't mind me. I thought I'd be enough doing this time, but whatever. I missed that. Ow. I did get some of them off that point, but my team is not capitalizing on me. Not capitalizing on it. At all. And even with the amounts of maps are so big that getting from one side to the other is very time consuming. So they're just going to cap this for free. It's alright, I can't be mad at my team, none of them know what they're doing. They're all new. Now their engineer equivalent is actually classed as a... He's actually classed as a guardian, and I think that he does way too much damage to be properly called a guardian. It is a little bit stupid, and a lot of the characters have that problem. They do way too much damage for their role. But my ult is up, so we should be able to defend this pretty easily.
Enemy killing spree.
Behold the dragon's fury!
This is a turning radius though.
Now you see my bite.
He did forget about me, which is kind of nice. Score is doing a lot of damage. Which I guess makes sense. If you're handicapped by using a melee weapon, you better have some defense in this game.
Enemy killing spree.
But overall, the game may not be balanced yet, but it is still
30
fun.
seconds remaining.
See, look, you didn't even notice that was there. Ow.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Together we are strong. 3, 2, 1.
Nice. So again, the defense got. Did that defense get us points, or I think that's only if you're really far behind or something.
Point spawning in 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, how do you mute people in this? I don't know yet. So a red point is their spawn. Yeah, Beggar's Bazooka. If it were better. It was an optional alt fire on a weapon that was just a regular rocket launcher. Anyway, one thing I will say that is a problem sequence that the matches can last a very long time. Too long. Nice. So I like spamming that ability, so my current loadout is designed to it reduces its cooldown when I hit people with it. Nice effort, Fernando, but a little bit off. There's not really much to say about this game that I haven't already said about Overwatch, TF2 or whatever, but I will note that their Fernando, the Reinhardt stand-in, his shield actually does have a time limit on it, so you can't keep it up constantly like you can Reinhardt's. There's a lot of subtle differences between this and Overwatch that I think will eventually make it a little bit more. It'll eventually differentiate itself enough, but just right now it feels a lot like Overwatch. Not standing. Don't do love second people. People gonna have a. Do that. Yeah. Just like in Overwatch, I forget that my character has certain abilities, and so my DPS is not as high as it should be. But whatever, we're doing pretty well. Got 30 whole seconds to push the cart 2 feet.
30 seconds remaining.
Yes, yes, I believe in you guys. I believe in you. Come on.
My might.
9, 8, 15 seconds remaining.
Oh, you see, my
Ult that I didn't know was up. Although one thing about this mode is that your ult does stay between rounds, so even if I don't get a good opportunity to use my ult, it's not the end of the world. And just like in Smite, you can sometimes use your ult as an escape if you really need to. Nice. That's what I like to see. Also, another thing I like about this game over Smite is that they don't charge you for voice packs, which is very nice. I think that's one of my favorite parts of Smite, and I don't own all the voice packs I would like there. So where's the next point going to show? We do have a slight lead, but one time when I was playing this mode, we got to 8 points, and the enemy team was at like 2, and then they ended up winning. So never count your dragons before they hatch or whatever. Yeah, little teleporty pads. The map in this game are all pretty samey. I'm just bad at navigation because it's just a personal thing. There's a mine on you. There we go. Your shield won't save you now.
My bite.
I guess that's Grover's ult. Your axe missed. Kept this quickly before they respawn, that would be great, but I do have my ult up. Ow. Now we're gonna lose this because all our team's dead. Or derping. Yep. Now sometimes when you stop a payload you don't get points for it, so I don't know what the criteria is for that yet. It's a little perplexing. Splash damage, you gotta love it. Don't you hit me with that axe, damn it. That was just me shooting myself with a rocket. I keep forgetting they have splash damage in this game. Hold on, puts to stand, dude. So, do I use my ult or do I try and save the next one? Probably better not to save it. Good.
Enemy killing spree.
Behold the dragon's fury!
Damn. Now, Grover is technically classed as a baller in this game because he's a Smite warrior, high damage, high defense. So I guess he's supposed to do a lot of damage, but I should stop doing that. Also, another thing in this game is that they have burn cards, which are not the same as a Titanfall burn cards, although they are very similar. You earn credits as the match is going, and
15 seconds remaining.
we can buy bonuses that last for each round. Yeah. That was what's his face's ult? Oscar Mike. Why does every game need to have a generic shooter guy? I know they gotta appeal to a wide audience and everything, but they're just so boring to play. Good lord. Ow. I deserve that. Took an ult right to the face. Lost us the round. But, not over till it's over. Now, since this round is very important, I'm going to put some burn cards. I should have way more credits than I do. Because our team's not doing very well.
Point spawning in 15 seconds.
These guys all complain about each other's performance, but none of them are that great.
5, 4,
I'm not even doing that well, and I know what I'm doing, kinda.
1.
Alright. If they even capture this point, then we lose. So kind of important.
Now you see my bite.
That guy's. Come on. I killed like 3 of their dudes and they're already respawned.
Behold the dragon's fury!
Good. The issue with this ult is that it's very easy to dodge. Well, even if you miss, at least put you behind the enemy team is significant margin. Well, I can't do all the work. It makes me feel important, but I can't. When in doubt, spam BTS. Yeah. But you get the gist of it. Yeah, my team may not be doing that well, but yep. I'd say GG, but we're a little one-sided. Well, it was 6-9, I guess. Yeah. Anyway. About as well played as you can get from a closed beta. New players. Also, I don't think anyone knows there's a lobby yet, because I think I'm the only person who ever like bothers to type in there. But there's the scores. I actually wasn't top damage on my team, which is surprising because usually I am. That's good. Yeah, Grover was doing a buttload of work for his team. You know, what's his face, boring soldier guy. Oh look, somebody does know how to type in there. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching and be sure to tune in next time.